What up, Leo? Welcome back, Grizzly Tarot. My name is Dan, and I'm here to do your bi-weekly love read. So remember, these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Don't try and force it to resonate. It is not your story, all right? This can apply to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Also, if you guys would like to personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. Send me an email at grizzlytarot@gmail.com. That's also linked down in the description down below, and I'll get you set up with a personal reading. So let's see what's going on for all my Leos in love. 12 card cut across for Leo in love. Oh, Jesus. Why can't I shuffle? Why can't I shuffle? I guess it's time for a new deck. Jesus. Card gets across. And last shuffle. Beautiful. Ooh, Leo. You got a connection, huh? You got a connection, or you're getting over a connection? All right, Leo. So, in your current situation, you have the Two of Cups, okay? Two of Cups talks about a loving soulmate connection, right? A harmonious connection. Two people come together, yada, yada. Very simple. Straightforward. Now, your challenge card here is the Five of Cups in the reverse, okay? So that means your challenge is to get over, like, some hurt, some upset, because the Five of Cups, I always say, is like the crying over spilt milk card, but it's not crying over spilt milk. Like, your feelings are legitimate. I'm not like making fun of you by saying that. It's just like, the reason I say it is because there are these three cups that are knocked over, but he doesn't acknowledge that there's still two right here. So he's like super upset about those three that are knocked over, but like he doesn't acknowledge he still has something to be happy about, right? So like upright, this is like super upset, grieving, mourning, like just being very upset over a loss. In the reverse, it's like coming out of that, okay? So that's your challenge. Your challenge is to come out of being upset. So maybe, I want to say this is a disconnect with someone, just because of your other card placements, but it could be you have a new soulmate connection. You have somebody that you're like recently came together with, but maybe you're not fully coming together with them because you're trying to get over something else. So that could be it. But so in your recent past, you have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, which talks about emotional unfulfillment or unfulfillment. Yeah. So the Ten of Cups upright is like the complete emotional fulfillment, like happy family, like love life, right? Like everything when it comes to emotions is like super happy and, again, emotional fulfillment. In the reverse, it's the complete opposite. It's like it weren't fulfilled, there was disharmony, you weren't happy, situation as a whole wasn't happy, the other person probably wasn't happy, you know? But your goal here is the Six of Cups in the reverse. So the Six of Cups in the reverse can either be living in the past, like being stuck in the past. It can also be like thinking negatively about. I'm back. Sorry. Had a phone call real quick. So I really should start putting my fucking phone on Do Not Disturb. Somebody told me to do that, and I keep forgetting to do that every time I read. But so the Six Cups in the reverse can talk about like living in the past, being stuck in the past, thinking negatively about the past, or like forgiveness. Like you're looking for forgiveness of a situation in the past, right? And being that this is your goal, I don't think anybody really wants to live in the past. I mean, you might want to, but I would tell you it's probably not a good goal, you know, because that'll just kind of keep you stuck and stagnant, and you shouldn't do that. You should be like working towards getting out of being stuck and stagnant, right? So I think your goal here is forgiveness from this situation. So maybe like you want forgiveness from this person that you have this connection with, and you're trying to get over the situation and trying to get over being upset about it. And that's part of why you want forgiveness, because when you have forgiveness in a situation, it helps you get past it, right? When you forgive yourself, when you forgive them, like it helps you really just like look at it like kind of like objectively and be like, okay, well, this is where they were wrong. This is where I was wrong. So you know what? This is what I'm going to do. We went our separate ways, and we're going to, apply what we learned for the future so that it doesn't happen again, right? So I think you're really just looking for forgiveness here. Now, what your driving factor is here is the Six of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords talks about going from a really like shitty, the metaphor is going from rough seas to, or rough waters to calmer seas, okay? So it's like going from like a really like shitty situation to like a calmer, more harmonious, like leveled out situation, right? In the reverse, it's like you're not going there though, okay? So maybe that's why your goal is forgiveness, because like you haven't been able to forgive the situation, whether forgive them or forgive yourself. And because of that, you're not moving on from it, and you're not moving, like you're kind of staying stuck to it. And that's why your challenge here is to like get over the pain and the hurt from it. So like really like you got to take time to like sit and really like sit and not distract yourself, because I know like a lot of people will distract themselves by either like going hanging out with people all the time, like meeting someone new, drinking, smoking, like all that shit. Like it's not healthy like at all. So like the best thing to really do is kind of just take some time to sit by yourself and analyze exactly what happened in the situation, see your faults, see their faults, see where like you both kind of messed up, and then just be like, okay, you know, I forgive myself for my part in this. I forgive them for what they did. And I'm releasing myself from this situation. I release myself from them. I release them from me, like that type of thing, to really kind of just come to like your own like personal closure or like resolution with it. And that's actually like part of that was advice from fucking Cancer Moon Tarot, because he said something about that last week. And I was just like, yo, that's some really good advice, right? But regardless, you really have to take the time to, what's the word? Well, forgive. But yeah, like forgive the situation, forgive yourself, forgive them, just so you can move on. Otherwise, you're going to hold resentment. You're going to hold this pain, this hurt, right? And you're never really going to let go of the connection. So in your near future, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that could either be no new love offer coming in, like no grand gesture of love, or it could just be like self-love. Like maybe in the future, like this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking the time to really analyze the situation, see what happened, and give yourself that self-love, and like forgive yourself. Like, oh, I'm sorry I kept myself in that situation for so long. I'm sorry like this person like treated me this way, or I allowed this treatment from this person, and I'm sorry I treated this person that way. Like that goes along with self-love. Like acknowledging that and admitting that is a part of self-love, and it helps you grow. So I want to say in your near future, like you're giving, instead of like extending your love to someone else, you're kind of just giving it to yourself. I mean, this could also be that like maybe like you're just holding yourself back from this person or from people in general. I don't know why. As soon as I said people in general, I got like drawn to all these little, whatever the fuck they are, droplets. Like, see all the little like droplets? No, they're falling like from the cup. Not the streams, but the droplets. Those represent like opportunities, right? So as soon as I said like holding yourself back from other people, I don't know. I feel like that might be it for some of you. For others though, it could just be self-love. For all of you, it could just be self-love. But now, so on your internal influence, you have the Empress in the reverse. You're very ungrounded because of this. You're very unstable. You feel out of whack. You feel like very not yourself. Like this is bothering you like down to the core type thing. And it's understandable. Realize that this takes time and you can't just kind of force it. Like to get past emotions, it's not just like, oh, that's where they were wrong, this is where I was wrong, and boom, we're done. Like, no, it takes time, okay? So take time to really heal yourself. Okay, now external to you, and I usually read this as the other person, they're very guarded or they're either holding on, okay? Because you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about like really like protecting yourself, but it also can talk about like holding on to something. So either this person is holding on to you and they don't want to let go either, and maybe that's why you have this Two of Cups here, or it's that they're just like really like guarding themselves from this whole situation. Apply it to your story because I can't really tell you which one it is. So apply it to your situation. They're either holding on or they're just guarding themselves against you, or guarding themselves in general. Ooh, guarding their stability. Okay. Okay. I forget when it was. There was another reading I did that it was like the Page of Cups in the reverse was like their advice, whatever, or Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles was their advice. And as I was like sitting there like giving examples of what it means, it came to me like, oh, don't offer your stability to this person, because Pentacles represent stability and like tangible things, like material things, and just a big thing I always take away is stability. So like this person is, yeah, and look at that, look at that, look at that. All right, this person is guarding themselves from like guarding their stability. Okay, because look, he's standing on 2 pentacles. I mean, he's sitting down, but his feet are on 2 pentacles. Like, and they're even. It's stable. Okay, and he's holding on to the stability here because he wants his head to be stable. Okay, he's holding on to his stability and just protecting himself right now. Okay, and this could be girl or guy. I'm just saying, there's a guy in the picture. Looks like a guy. Yeah, it's definitely a guy. I mean, you don't know these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, no judgment. I'm just saying, you could be like, hey, what's up, dude? And it's like, I'm a chick with a deeper voice than mine. You're like, okay, sorry. All right. So your hope here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you're hoping to kind of like get some inner clarity or like really rethink the whole idea and get, no, that wouldn't be a hope. Because I was going to say clouded judgment, but that's not a hope. Nobody wants like clouded judgment. So you want like inner clarity. You want to really what was I going to say? There's another meaning to it. Ace of Swords in reverse. Inner clarity. Oh, to like rethink the situation. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the other one. Is rethinking an idea. So how I would apply it here is I think you want to rethink like how you're like really thinking about this situation. And I think that goes right along with your goal being forgiveness. So you're trying to rethink the situation, or you're hoping to rethink the situation so that you can gain some forgiveness in this. You can forgive them, forgive you, forgive the situation, right? And hopefully get over this pain and like this hurt and this heartbreak, right? But your fear is that it's just going to be all talk and no action. You're the Page of Swords in reverse. So like you fear that like you're going to say, okay, I'm getting over this, blah, blah, blah. Like he's holding the Ace of Swords, but it's in the reverse. And it's like you fear that you're going to say like, oh, I'm moving on from this, or oh, like this and that. But like it's just always going to sit there. And you're not actually moving on. You're not actually giving yourself the time to heal. And you're not actually processing the emotions. You're afraid. I want to say you're afraid you're going to bury it, because if you're afraid that it's going to be all talk, no action, the talk would be, hey, I need to heal from this. Hey, I need to like acknowledge it and gain forgiveness and this and that, blah, 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 blah. And if your fear is all talk, no action, you're afraid you're just not going to do that. Excuse me. Which usually means people are burying, which usually means you're just going to hold on to it and you're not going to heal from it. You can either be that, or you're afraid that like, this can be like the stalker card. So you're afraid like you're stalking them or they're stalking you, or like you're afraid that you're just going to be like stalking each other type thing. When I say stalking, I don't mean like fucking like a dude's outside your house and you're outside their house and you're just like, hey, like what are they doing right now? You're not following them like driving around the fucking town, right? No, like just like, I don't know, checking up on them on social media, like shit like that. Okay, that's your fear. But I think it's like you're afraid, like all talk, no action, that you're saying that you're gonna get over this, but you're not gonna end up getting over it. Okay. So, that hurt. Agita. So your outcome here is the Page of Wands in the reverse, which talks about like not going forward with a new idea, Okay, so it can talk about like your passion projects and shit like that. But upright, it's like a card of like taking the Ace of Wands and like having an idea and a plan of how to like do something and like where to go with something and to go forward with that. And the reverse is like you have this idea but you're not doing it, or it's like you want to do something but you're not doing it. So like this goes right along the lines of like it's kind of like leaning towards your fear, where like you want to like really like deal with these emotions to get through it, but you're not doing it. Okay, so your undertone of the entire read is Knight of Swords. So it's like you want to fucking rush this. And that's what this is about. That's why your outcome is you're not actually doing it, because you want to rush it. You're like, okay, let me just go, and just get through it real quick, blah blah blah. And like Knight of Swords is like just impulsive. He just jumps right in, like goes from like one thing to the next, blah 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 blah. Like, so like you're just trying to fast track this and get past it real quick. But why do you think your current situation is that you feel the connection, and your challenge card is that you need to get over this pain and this hurt? Okay, you're not gonna get over it by trying to rush it. I assure you. Okay. I've been there. I know friends that have been there. It doesn't happen. You really have to like give yourself time to like heal, And that goes right along with your fucking advice card here, which is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a card of like taking time to sit back, to meditate, like relax, and to heal. Okay? Heal. I think I said it like 3 times in this reading. You need to take time to heal. Okay? Don't fucking try and rush this. Ooh, that's nice. The Emperor is underneath this. Ooh, that's actually perfect. The Emperor in reverse is right underneath this, okay? This is a card of control. You need to release control. Stop trying to control it and stop trying to rush it, okay? Heal. Take time out to be by yourself, to really think and meditate on the situation. And when I say meditate, I don't mean you have to sit there and about the situation. No, I mean like take time to really just sit there in silence and analyze it in your head. If you're sitting there just like, okay, I'm going to take time to myself, and you're sitting on a couch eating Ben & Jerry's for fucking 3 weeks, are you really analyzing it? Nah, you're probably just sitting there binge watching Netflix, and you're just like, yeah, I'm getting over it. I need more Ben & Jerry's. That'll help me get over it. Like, no. Okay? Take time to go inside, think about the situation, think about what happened, think about your faults in it, think about their faults in it, think about where you both went wrong, think about how it all happened from start to finish, and come to terms with it, okay? Acknowledge it, see where you both were wrong, and move forward, and forgive, okay? Because you don't want to hold on to like a resentment, because trust me again, that will really come out in the future. It always does. All shit that you hold on to comes out in the future, sooner or later. So take time to fucking heal. I assure you, it'll work out in your benefit. Okay? So, Leo, that is what I have for you. I hope this was a good reading. I hope it resonated. I mean, it's a little upsetting, but I hope if it did resonate, you're going to listen to the advice. And take time to heal. Because you need to heal. Otherwise, it's just, you're going to keep going through the same shit over and over again. Okay? That's how cycles work. If you don't heal from them, you bring it on to the next person, and you bring it on to the next person, and the next person, the next person, the next person, and you just never fucking get out of that cycle, okay? So take time to heal, get out of that cycle. Awesome. Anyway, if you guys like this reading, please give me a thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. That'd be awesome. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next reading, whenever that shall be. Anyway, deuces, y'all. Be good.